know by now, JD has got another swing and a miss strike on YouTube. So won't be able to do a live of tonight's show, although it was a great show. I was gonna call in about my experience with a fellow pagan today. Met him. He had a nice Odin tattoo right here. Super nice guy. Chatted him with for a few minutes. I was hanging out with my buddy Rob. Ran downtown to drop off some chocolates and a bud to him. I'm not smoking anymore, so I figured he likes to smoke, so might as well give it to him. So anyways, so we're going to be watching one of the four shows that Jeff did on Sunday. So I'm guessing that one of those four, maybe they didn't like too many. They didn't like four shows in one day. Maybe that's why they gave him a strike for a ban or whatever. But this one is called "Do You Really Want a God with a Name?" Like if you want to label things, you know what I mean? You don't need to label things. So that's as far as I'm concerned. You don't need a label or a name. Some people love brand names, but I'm not a name guy either. So let's check it out. I think I only watched half of this because a lot of these were popped in and out, and I think I was doing a meditation. Sort of like I was doing a meditation today. I was doing a money meditation. The guys never called me back. I don't know if they've started this new job this week or what's going on. They were kind of a disorganized crew. They were, it was kind of, I don't want to go too much into it, but let's put it this way. They were very disorganized and there was a lot of miscommunication. Anyways, I got an email tonight from a gentleman, looks like he's got a fairly decent sized property, and he asked me if I wanted to work, like doing yard work, what my rate was, and I said, well, I've done quite a bit of different work there the last few months, 20, 25, $30 an hour. And he's like, yeah, $20 is good. Gave me his address. So I was like, is this just going to be a 1 day thing? Like how much work? He says, well, we'll see how it goes today. We could have lots of work for you. So it sounds like he's got a pretty big property, and sounds like it's a farm. So at least from the email. So we'll see how it goes tomorrow. And he says he'll even have coffee for me tomorrow. So I checked how to get there. He said there's quite a few bus stops, 3 he said, close by. So as soon as he said coffee, I said, well, I'll try to be there earlier then. So the longer I can work, the better, right? So it's supposed to be a little warmer tomorrow, so we'll have to see how it goes. So I was planning to, I ran into my buddy Randy today, and he was mad because they didn't have peanut butter. So I said, well, if I'm not working tomorrow, I'll bring peanut butter for you tomorrow. So unfortunately, Randy, I'm working tomorrow, bud. I'll leave it in my backpack just in case I run into you. But yeah, unfortunately, got to go where the money calls. So probably won't be seeing him tomorrow, but we'll keep it in my bag because it's already in my bag right now for him. So yeah, so we'll see how tomorrow goes. But going to be cleaning up brush, I guess, and so it should be interesting. I love doing these cash jobs. You never know what you're gonna get. So it's pretty interesting. So anyways, enough about me. Let's check out, do you really want a God with a name? So let's check that out. Ooh, hot. Never thought about this. I put it in a bowl and it was like a metal bowl, so it's a little too hot. I have to let it cool down. Double countdown again. It's a good thing Jeff has lots of videos I can do late night with daggers about until he gets back from his 2 week slap on the wrist. Holy, 3 countdown. Can we say 4? I guess all the girls went to go to Steve Borg's party tonight. Ladies only. Oh my god. Lovely.
Our vehicles have always had quality and convenience.
Oh, they're definitely monetizing his stuff, even though they put him on a 2-week ban. Double the ads.
Today. Learn more at shoptoyota.ca.
72 names of God. Of all the center. Interesting.
Are you sure that you want a God with a name? I mean, are you really, really sure that you want a God?
I don't like
with
a label.
name?
No.
And if you do, you might want to ask yourself why.
Somebody does,
you
though.
want a God with a name. I'm going to give you some insight today and some
Chris
ideas
starts to need a God with a name.
as to why you would want a God with a name, as to who that would want a God with a name, and is it a good idea?
Hell no.
Welcome to the Heartland. We are live, and we hope that you have come for some unindoctrination, because ready or not, here it
Yes,
comes,
I have.
wall, treetop tall, coast to coast, and border to border, as well as beyond. We're going to talk tonight about, do you really want to go?
Yeah,
we heard a lot lately from some prior guests about how important it is to know the name of your God. What's your God's name?
So important.
Ruby asked the real question. Are you sure you want a God? No. I don't worship any gods. I don't serve any gods.
I'm my own God.
All the times.
I'm divine, sovereign,
work
and free
with them.
bitches.
But I am not really in need of a God. Believe it, Emma. It's true. It is me. It is true. I am Jeffrey.
Live again.
Cynthia went somewhere with her daughter, so I figured why not. A lot of times people that think they got to have a name for God, it's because they came from a tradition where you got to have a name for God, i.e. the Jehovah's Witnesses. The Jehovah's Witnesses,
they're nuts.
You can't really know God if you don't know God's name. And
What's in their name? Jehovah's Witnesses.
Because Jehovah is the consonants of Yahweh, the YHWH, and there are no vowels in Hebrew, so they took the vowels of Adonai and just threw them in.
So it would be good to play Wheel of Fortune in Hebrew.
And they made up Jehovah.
Woo! Jehovah.
Baloney. It's not a real name. It's a made-up name.
Like making up names.
Made up name. So anyway, a lot of times people that think God's got to have a name. God's got to have a name. What's wrong with you guys to have a name? Why do you not know you guys know their name? Maybe it's because they think and come from a background such as Jehovah's Witnesses where you've got to have a God. What does this say? Me and Jeff were interacting with Dave Code on this very subject earlier today on Dave's channel. Jeff is a real one. What does that mean?
Dave Code.
Dave Vose's channel, I guess. I'm not sure what that means, but they were interacting on this very subject. Okay, well, good. If you have something to say, we'll open the phone lines. Yes, we're back. We're back. So there's a big push, and there's a lot of people that are falling for this, and a lot of people that are questioning this. So I just want to bring you the other side of the story. Do you really have to worry about giving your God a name? First of all, ask if the person that thinks you need to give your God a name, ask why they think their God needs to have a name. And then just ask them, did you used to be a Jehovah's Witness?
Yeah.
You will get the answer pretty much yes each and every time, not to even discuss how, as Kate says, there wasn't a J until the 17th century, which makes it really, really interesting. So, why does your God have to have a name? Why do you think so? Is it because you're a Jehovah's Witness background? Number two, our former guest said so many times, God has 72 names, 72 names, 72 names, 72 names, 72 names.
It's a lot of names.
And that went into
I have a
my
lot of
head.
nicknames, but I don't think I have 72.
But I just let it go, trying to facilitate a good conversation. But I remember now what I was talking about them. Why does our former guest think that God has to have a name? Because of their Jehovah's Witness background. And if you still think that God has to have a name, you might not be free of your Jehovah's Witness background. I'm just saying. Just like if you find a guy in the woods naked and there's a boy with him that's naked, you might want to investigate that situation.
It might be a little awkward.
You might want to investigate that situation. And if you still think, if you used to be a Jehovah's Witness and you still think God has to have a name, you might want to investigate why you still think that, and are you really free and clear of Jehovah's Witness doctrine? And what about this thing about God having 72 names? Let me show you something really interesting. And I don't think we'll be on here long.
That's a little
Let me show you something really interesting about God's 72 names. Who says God has 72 names? All the ancient history, all the ancient this or that. The esoteric stuff says that God has to have 72 names. Well, if by esoteric you mean Kabbalah, then yeah, you're right. Ruh-roh.
Uh-oh. Kabbalah bad.
Ruh-roh. Ruh-roh. The 72 names of God on the Kabbalah Center website. Who decided that God had 72 names?
The Kabbalah Center.
The same people that run Kabbalah.
Mm-hmm.
Now that's okay with you? Great. But I thought you deserved to know that if you hear somebody saying, God has 72 names, they are talking Kabbalah.
Kabbalah.
And in case you didn't know, Kabbalah is
Not good.
magic, mostly, in my opinion, dark magic.
Magic
from
with a
the
K.
Jewish tradition.
Ooh. Oh,
Kabbalah
yes.
is dark magic from the Jewish tradition. Oh, Mr. Freeze clarifies. He's in England. And he made a comment on our former guest channel.
Ooh.
And then he jumped in and talked about it. Addressed it.
boy.
Okay, cool. 72 names. Your God has to have a name. My God's got 72 names. If your God has 72 names, the chances are really good that your God has a lot to do with Kabbalah. Because there's the 72 names of God right there. The ancient Kabbalist Rav Shimon, that means rabbi,
Shimon.
wrote in the Zohar that it was Moses,
Is that Michael
not God,
Jackson's
who parted the
rabbi
Red Sea,
name?
allowing the Israelites to narrowly escape Pharaoh and the Egyptian army in order to accomplish this miracle. Moses combined the power of certainty with a very powerful spiritual technology. He had possession of a formula that literally gave him access to the subatomic realm of nature. So Moses used the names of God to part the Red Sea. Cool story, bro.
Nice.
And that's just what it is, a little story. This formula
It's a
is
story
called
about a man named
72
Moses.
names of God. And it's been hidden for 2,000 years. Unless you didn't follow that, the Kabbalah Center concurs with our former guest that the Bible of God has 72 names. And these 72 names are super special. They're super califragilisticexpialidocious, even though the sound of it is somewhat quite atrocious. They are a secret code to the subatomic realm of nature. And it was these 72 names of God
Crazy.
that Moses used to part the Red Sea, his damn self. Whoa!
Oh, spicy.
Whoa. And these formula of 72 names is not like Betty, Bill, Barbara, but 72 sequences composed of Hebrew letters that have the extraordinary
That's
power.
a lot of E names.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. It's magic, you know.
Ah, root beer it is.
Rough, don't be hard. 72 sequences of Hebrew letters that have extraordinary power. Whoa, whoa, whoa. It's magic, you know. Never believe it's not so. To overcome the laws of nature in all forms, including human nature. Oh, snap. So the 72 names of God, employed by a former Jehovah's Witness, and a lot of former Jehovah's Witnesses, still espoused by the Kabbalah and Kabbalah Center. Say Chabad with me, Chabad.
Chabad!
Says they've got a subatomic realm, they got a subatomic formula called the 72 names of God. Isn't it weird that our guest was just talking about that? They got the 72 names of God, which can overcome the laws of human nature.
Interesting.
But he loves you so much.
He loves you a long
just let him
time.
overcome your nature and love him.
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
Wow. Isn't that interesting?
Is not.
But it gets even more interesting.
More?
Your God has to have a name. My God's got 72 names. They come from the Kabbalah. It's a secret supercalifragilisticexpialidocious formula that alters subatomic realms of nature. It's called the 72 names of God, and it can even overcome the laws of human nature. That's what they're trying to do, is overcome the laws of human nature.
Interesting.
Apotheosis says the Most High is nameless. Of course the Most High is nameless. And anything that has a name cannot be the Most High. Gotta have a name. 72. Kabbalah. Abad. Controlling human nature. But it gets worse.
Uh-oh.
Wouldn't it be weird if God's got 72 names? How weird would it be if there were 72 names of demons? Wouldn't that really be weird? I mean, God's got 72 names.
Oh, just a coincidence.
And there's 72 names we know of demons. Isn't that weird?
That is
You
weird.
know what? I'm just going to say
Godsandmonsters.com.
anything that's got a name is much more likely to be a demon than it is a god. Because gods don't have names. Gods defy names. Gods are
I have a name.
beyond names. But every demon, every devil got a name. And if you are worshiping something with a name, you're probably worshiping a demon. If you're calling your God something that has a name, it's probably a devil.
Oh boy.
What that really means is it's an egregore, a tulpe, a thought form. It's not really deity at all.
Yep, that's
It's
right.
just something pretending
Jesus
to be
character.
a deity. And we're going to talk about that
AKA Jesus
tomorrow
Kebab.
night, 7:30 p.m. We're going to be talking about Jesus is real. And
Oh, that was a good show. Too bad it wasn't on YouTube.
So,
because he got a steal.
there are 72 names of demons. And the wisest man that ever lived, according to the Bible.
I know, 2 weeks, crazy.
is called
They probably didn't
Solomon.
like him having 4 shows in one day.
These
That's okay. I can do lots of late night with daggers from the old
names.
shows.
Isn't that weird? Here they are. I don't want to say them.
I just hope I don't get one. I don't hope I don't get a strike for playing them. I didn't get a strike for doing the Dave Vos show, so or the other one that he got a strike for. So maybe I'm special.
Wow. And you can even click on it and find out what they do and what they're about.
That's
Let's just
cool.
look at A.
I gotta check that out.
It's this person. I don't want to say the name.
The
And
demon.
most often
Starts with an A.
depicted as an old dude
AGARE.
crocodile.
Riding a crocodile? I just saw a guy that has a
But those that
crocodile
summon
as
this
a
person, this demon,
what do you
this,
call those
entity, actually meet a beautiful young woman.
Service
That's really
animal?
interesting.
It's really cool that he
Teach
plays with
mortals.
kids. It's just a little alligator, but it's pretty neat.
Yeah.
Check
No, thank
check it
you.
out, man. It's
I'll
pretty
just
cool,
take
man. The
my
guy's been like a
access
alligator
to
tamer or whatever for like
divinity
30 years. Sort of like
straight.
Steve, what's his
Straight
name
to
there?
the access of divinity.
So it's pretty cool to see him. Like he basically
So
swims in
can
the
we
pool
just
with kids,
recap a
and
little bit?
it's really neat.
We're told our God has
Yeah,
names.
it's really cool. Like
We're
he
told
kisses
that the real
people,
God has
and you know when you go to like
72 of them.
Gatorland Zoo as a
That
kid, at
comes
least
from
I did. They
Kabbalah.
have
That
like
comes from
his
Chabad.
snout taped
They
down. They don't even
are
have it taped down. That's how tame he is. He hugs them.
Magical
Like people
formula.
take him
I'm
in their
suggesting
arms, they
dark
hug him. Like
magical
he's like a little
formula
he's
that's
like
been
a little
hidden for
kid. He's like
2,000
he
years.
loves getting
It
hugged.
overcomes
It's
the
really
laws of
cool,
nature,
man.
including
It's really
specific-
interesting.
You know, it overcomes all the laws of nature. They could have left it there, but no, including human nature, because they want you to know they're coming for your mind. You will be assimilated, and a lot of you already have been assimilated. A lot of you already
They're not coming
have
from my
been
mind.
assimilated. A lot of you already have been
My mind's being protected.
assimilated. You see what I'm doing? Don't distract me.
Assimilated.
Papa,
They
don't free my
ass
mind.
because they're an ass. They've been assimilated. Sure.
It won't overcome human nature.
Ah, stupid ad. Oh, good. They're just quick ones.
And isn't it weird? There's 72 demons too.
Let's see if my name's on there. Nope, I don't see it.
Wouldn't it be weird if the 72 demons come together to form the Yahweh, God of the Bible entity?
That's crazy that there's 72 names for demons
Wouldn't
and
that be
72
weird?
names for God. That's fine.
Wouldn't that be
7 plus
weird?
2 is 9. You know the magic of 3, 6, and 9. So
Very, very interesting.
crazy.
So next time somebody tells you God's got to have a name, our God's got 72.
They usually just scream instead of
Remember,
saying
it
"Oh
comes
God,"
from
they
above.
usually just scream "Oh David."
Remember, it
So
comes from above.
maybe I am.
Remember, it is a power to control.
Resistance is not futile. God, yeah, exactly. Borg.
So why?
You must have got. It's like me with the last name Grass having a last name Borg. You must have got a lot of jokes as a
Why
kid.
do you have to have a
Uh,
God with a name? Why do you feel the need to limit divinity
yeah.
to a pet or a child? Because that's
It's
what
like
we
I've
need
never heard
for
that one
pets and
before.
children. Do you really think that you can
Oh,
name God like you can a dog?
it's
DOG
I've got a really
is a
slow
name.
connection here, so I didn't want to
pretty
like.
much are beyond names.
And I was
Because
tired. I wasn't sure if I was
beyond
working
our
today, but I
ability to
wasn't.
comprehend.
So
And we
today I might do
give
2
our
shows.
devotion
So
to them through archetypes.
we'll get through
What's
this one,
an
and then we'll
archetype?
try the
An
next one because then
archetype
there's
is something
then I would
that will
done
allow
3 out of
us
the
to
4, and then I could start going back to the older
represent
shows now since
something,
he's not on
something that we
YouTube
can kind of
for a
understand,
couple weeks. So
and it sits in as a representation for something that we can't understand. So really, when we are
I do have work tomorrow though.
giving homage, working with archetypes, we're really working with aspects of divinity.
I had I did a meditation
Because
this
an
afternoon, so I had a
objective-
nice little nap,
doesn't
so I
even
should have
matter.
lots of energy.
Because an
Even though I have to
objective
get up
study
early
of
for work
history
tomorrow.
shows us beyond dispute by anybody that's rational and thinking that religion is a major force, if not the major force.
May
in
the
shaping
force be
our
with you.
conditions and our destiny.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I just been doing cash jobs. I want to find
changing
real
our
work.
conditions and
Although my buddy did offer
our
me a job in
destiny.
BC. So I messaged Stacy to
Sorry,
see
I
if I
gotta
could
please
stay with her
say
because
this.
there's no way I could go out there and work and be able to pay rent out there. It's just
But
too
that's
much.
okay. I can get right back on track.
I guess I could live in a tent.
But you won't distract me again.
But yeah, he's got a year's worth of work there building homes and that. Because of course that's going like crazy.
And religion
They
can
need so
preserve
so
or
far
can
behind
destroy
on that.
people, demanding
Just like here.
primarily on its
Oh,
structure
truck support, nice.
and the motive of those that
I used to work from home
construct
doing
the
bilingual
structure.
customer service there.
fundamental to any religion
My dad got
is
sick.
its God's or goddesses.
Working
They're
from
what
home is fun, but
distinguish the religion from the
it's
secular.
gonna be boring.
But
Yep.
what is a god?
The one, the
Well,
only,
a god
Steve.
or goddess is a motivational force.
She lives
that
on
is
Vancouver
inspiring men
Island,
and
so
women to perform acts of
I emailed her to let her
ordinary.
ask her if it's close, because I have the address of where he's building. See how close it is.
I give reference to
So I haven't talked to her in a while, but
higher powers.
last time I
work with
emailed her,
these
she said
higher powers, recognize
anytime let
higher
her know.
powers,
So
aspects of which I will sometimes
if I'm ever in the area, so
But
yeah,
our
Stacy's a pretty
race
cool chick.
was secure in its nations and in its existence, as well as the dominant race throughout the known world
Oh man.
before Christianity.
Yeah, when I was in the mission, the shelter, there was a guy there.
Before Christianity,
He had, I think, 3 strokes.
our race ruled the world.
He's an alcoholic, but smart guy. Like, he used to
after
be,
Christianity,
I forget what he
our
did, but he
race
worked for the federal government a few different
faces
times and
near extinction.
had 2 divorces.
Thanks a lot,
Really smart
Christianity.
guy, but just,
So
it's
do I
tough
want
seeing a guy with a
anything
stroke.
to
Like,
do with
he's got
anything
his one
that has
side's
to do
kind of
with Christianity?
paralyzed.
No,
So,
thank you.
yeah, I know Stacy's
No, thank
really
you.
awesome. But yeah, seeing with somebody with a stroke is pretty tough.
Not at all. I am really a deist.
I think that's why he drinks.
And I see an intelligent.
Yeah, I'm
motivating
mid-40s
force
too, just
throughout
turned
the
43.
universe and behind all.
Yeah,
of
Stacy was
nature's
so friggin' smart,
laws.
man. She's such a nice lady.
Our forefathers.
No
did
one
not
bites the dust,
compromise
eh?
intellectual
No,
integrity,
Melt Moran's
admitted
been
that there
banned.
are things beyond our understanding, and that's okay with me.
I feel great for 43, though.
I cannot understand everything about my God. And if I could, it would really bug me. Eternity, infinity, energy. I'm not sure about these things. But we use symbols to represent abstract
You should
concepts.
check out Dr. Joe Dispenza pyramid,
Unknowable
because
mysteries of
the
infinity
guy just started
and
doing
eternity.
meditation, but he's cured everybody of anything
Unlike
just by
those
meditation.
that
It's
want you
it's
to
crazy.
accept a
Like,
name,
it's
bow to a name,
I
accept a
saw.
book, do it their way.
About 10
Those
years
that
ago,
love
we
you
were
so
volunteering.
much.
Oh,
that if you
cool.
don't accept their
Yeah,
love,
I have
they're
a friend I
torturing
know
you
who lives
forever.
near in
What
Windsor.
they tried to do is
I've been to Detroit once.
control and have power over others.
Dude, he's awesome, man. Like,
If you don't
he's cured people of anything. Like,
love,
you
return
know where,
love
know
that I
how.
have
Like,
for you,
he
I'm gonna
just.
torture you forever. That's
Like,
control.
he's my favorite now. Between
That
him
is
and Dr.
control.
Bruce Lipton, they're 2 of my favorites, and that's how they do.
Now,
They
to us,
deprogram
we do
the
have
programming
gods and
from your
goddesses
first
that
7
will
years.
sometimes give names, and they represent
And also,
the forces.
like,
They are archetypical representatives
The power of the
of
mind. It's unbelievable.
nature, fertility.
Like, I
our
just started doing
ancestors.
meditations, and
They
it's
give us a
amazing
link
what it's
to our
done for me.
past, they
So
give us a grounding in our present.
it
they
can't
give us
hurt. I
some
mean,
hope for
like,
our future.
I suggest you look
And they
into it.
teach
If
us
you can cure people of
virtue.
everything, like, obviously it's not a guarantee, but I mean, if
So
she's really,
Our gods.
I don't know how bad her
do
symptoms
not
are, but I mean,
have
it's
names.
you might as well try it. I mean, it can't
Sorry if
hurt.
that bugs
So
you. But sometimes
I'm
we
high
do
on it. I'm not a
look to
master. I've only been doing it
archetypes
for a month, so I did my 2
to
meditations
represent
today, and I'll do a nightly
and
meditation.
to help us focus
I was doing a nightly
on
meditation. My
certain
TV cut it off,
aspects
so
of divinity.
I will have to. Hopefully, I wish I could
You may
fix
want to
that.
treat your
But,
GOD like
that's
a
all right.
DOG and give them a name. And that's fine. Go ahead. But please don't judge us and question us.
do not question
If we
my
don't-
authority.
Want to treat our GODs like DOGs. And if you have a Lord,
All right, Pyramid, how we going, man? Thanks for stopping by.
Free.
Yeah, definitely look into Dr.
And
well,
if you
Bruce
think
too,
you're
but
free,
Dr.
that's
Joe, he could probably help
because
her.
you're suffering.
Obviously, it's not going to be
from
overnight, but
syndrome,
hopefully,
spiritual
everything
Stockholm
works out. And
syndrome.
positive thoughts, bro. Take care.
We point out the virtues and the positive attributes of adherence to our religion. If you want to join, great. We'd love to have you. If you don't, we're not going to hunt you down. In fact, we're going to ignore
We're going
you
to hunt you down.
unless you come for us and we'll have to settle things. Why do you have to force things on us when we don't have to force things on you? Thirst for truth, why don't you pick up a damn phone and call me?
I was going to pick up a phone tonight, but...
Do you even know what the word esoteric
Shut
means?
it down
I doubt
quick.
you could even define it. You're not looking at the esoteric wisdom. What does that mean? If you understood what it means,
I wish I would have called yesterday.
then you wouldn't have said something so unsophisticated. The phone lines are open. 913-279-0831. You have to be polite. You have to be interesting. Esoteric, I don't think that word means what you think it means. You're just throwing that word around. Trying to make yourself feel good, I guess.
Dr. Feelgood.
But you're just throwing the word around.
Dr.
Esoteric
Feelgood.
means only for a few. Esoteric means hidden. Are you telling me that you just want to keep it all to yourself just for a few? Is that what you want? You're not looking at esoteric wisdom. Of course I'm not.
I am.
You say, what does that even mean? Shouldn't you know what it means before you ask me if I'm doing it?
Yeah.
Esoteric means kept to the select few. And that's what religion's always tried to do.
Ooh.
And that's why people like me have always tried to undo.
Indoctrinate.
We've always tried to undo it. So, we are taking what some think of as esoteric and we're making it exoteric. We're letting everybody know
What
so
does that
you
even
can
mean?
make up your own minds. How about that? It's just that simple. And they want to tell you that esoteric means only a small number can understand. That's a lie. That's just mutual
What a
masturbation.
shock, another lie. And he wonders why we always talk at 30 in the chat.
No. That's why they try to keep
Mute
it esoteric,
masturbation.
or they try to keep it occult, which means hidden.
Ooh.
That's what I do. That's what I do as the Christian whistleblower. That's what I do. What I do is uncover that which is hidden. I uncover the occult. I make the esoteric exoteric. It's that simple.
That's
It's
simple. Keep
that
it simple, stupid.
simple. So there you go. The phone lines are open. 913-279-0831.
Testing, 1, 2, 3. The phone lines are still open.
913-279-0831.
Don't call now.
If you'd like to call.
Don't want to wake them up.
And that's what it's all about. That's what
Do
it's
the hokey
all
pokey and he
about.
turned himself around. That's what it's all
So if
about.
you feel like someone is trying to bring condemnation upon you because you can't name your God, or because you choose not to name your God, remember that it's your right.
I was just watching a Mark Dice video and he said the
And
N-word.
remember that
But the N-word
this
that we don't
person
like
probably
being
doesn't
said.
have a lot of wisdom
I
because
got
they
a
don't
comment
understand
on it. I'm like,
that true
I like
divinity
99.9% of the show
name.
tonight. Just didn't
Once
like the way
again,
you used the
GOG
N-word.
names
And then I'm going to do,
don't.
whenever I see a video, especially like recently I've seen with like
And you
Jordan
might ask
Peterson,
someone,
he
why
always
do you
uses
think
the
I need to
N-word
name my
and
God? By the way, were you a
crazy.
Jehovah's Witness?
There's a lot of, I've been seeing that a lot lately. Everybody, even,
And if they start mentioning
I think it was Tony
72
Robbins
names,
even
remember,
mentioned it.
the 72 named God comes from
Oh.
Chabad, it comes from Kabbalah, it comes from Talmud.
We
it
love
comes
using
from
the N-word.
Christian tradition. And it is sold as
Pretty shocked that Mark Dice
spiritual
uses it. Usually he's
technology
pretty
that has
good.
the power to override human will,
Like, even people like him need to be educated, right?
which is what those with gods with names try to do each and every time. And it just so happens that there's also 72 demons that they know of. So God has 72, demon has 72 names. Let me just share this with you one more time as we wrap this up. If what you're worshiping has a name, if what you're worshiping has a name, it's probably not God.
Or, well, it's a
And
goddess, maybe.
it's
I'll worship a
probably
goddess for the name.
what you would equate as a demon, an archon,
Demon.
a dark energetic entity. So you might want to think twice about that. That's just my encouragement.
Probably a
to
good
you.
idea.
Personally speaking, that's my encouragement.
Personally
And what I
speaking,
call
two
my
trees.
God is none of your damn business.
As long as you don't call him late for dinner.
And that's why they want you to name the name, because it's an invocation. It
Oh,
activates
surely.
the black magic, and it activates their ability to take your energy. Why do they want you to name the God? Say the name. Why, when you're having sex, why do you want her to say your name? Say my name! Because it empowers you.
Sorry,
Turns
say
you
my
on
name,
for
bitch.
the same reason, and for the same reason. Your gods are screwing you.
Oh. Exit only. Sorry, bud.
Hey, I had a couple of questions. You've been talking a lot about like Jesus being the devil or a demon lately.
No, I haven't been. That's not true.
I was in the stream tonight about that.
No, I didn't.
He had 72 names and 72 names for demons. He didn't say Jesus was a demon.
Did you chicken out and hang up? Yeah, I don't blame you.
Buck, 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 buck. Chicken, chuck.
I didn't know stream about Jesus being a demon. I didn't know stream about Jesus being the devil. Now, some people have said when they called in that he was. I know you got a little nervous when you hung up. I get it, but you can call back. It's all right. We're not going to jump you, but if you say things that aren't accurate, we're going to say, well, no, not actually. Listen to the wrong channel. Now, I've been called a demon on some channels lately. It was the wrong number. I've been told there was a big black demon coming out of me.
Well, I hope not.
I'm pretty sure that's not true. But no, I didn't say that he was a demon. Why would I say Jesus is a demon when Jesus isn't even real? I'm the Jesus isn't real guy. So if somebody says Jesus, you said Jesus was, and the next word isn't fake, then you got the wrong dude. But thanks for calling.
Fake plastic Jesus.
It's all right. Hang in there, bro. We don't bite.
Hard.
Call back. And that's pretty much all I had to say tonight.
My ex liked to do
Just
little
wanted
love
to
bites.
put that out there. Yeah, and then said that his real name was Uranus. Wow, I mean, I was going to go there 2 trees, but I said no. I said no, I'll let that go. His name is Oannes. Yeah, but the Greek, the Hebrew, that's Greek. The English is Uranus. So you're telling me that you worship Uranus.
I worship girls Uranus.
There's some material there to work with.
That's right. Jesus is
You might
Satan.
want to probe who you worship. And you might...
Bright and morning star, right?
You're probably going to pull out a plum, and you may not want to worship it anymore.
Don't pull the plum out of your bum. Cool story, bro.
I happen to think you can do better than that, but that's just me. I happen to think you can do better than that, but that's just me. So, I'm pretty sure that I'm not going to do another deprogram tonight, but I can't be positive. I can't be positive. You know, and this is what I like. He's called Thirst for Truth. The number's been scrolling across the screen for 20 minutes, and he asked, what's the number?
He's dyslexic. He's dyslexic.
It's been up there for 20 minutes. And then he says, give me the
Chris
number.
Tard, he's dyslexic.
Dude, it's been up there for 20 minutes. Call in lines are open. I was going to say that, James. I did have this hamburger at this event. And it's possible that there might have been a big black cloud coming out of me. But it wasn't a demon. It was just a little bit
probably
of
more than a few
burger. That's all. You are live in the heartland. What's on your mind?
Hey Jeff, it's me, your three brothers in the chat. How are you doing tonight, buddy?
Doing well. How are you?
Hey, buddy.
Oh, I'm really well, thanks. Yeah, I mean, I've been learning so much from watching your stuff about like the Untersberg, which is a really unique and interesting place. I'll tell you that.
Have you been to it?
I've never been to it, but it looks really cool there.
No, it's just incredible. It really is.
But I
So
wanted
cool.
to say about the 72 Lesser Keys of King Solomon. I think it's also another thing is too.
Gotta love the X-Stars, eh, Steve?
I think what it's called.
Absolutely, that's exactly what it's called.
Yeah, and basically, yeah, it's another Abrahamic faith, which basically is that's what people don't understand about all these Abrahamic faiths. All they did is they just suck up everything else and like rehash everything, like what they've done with all that stuff, all the stories of David and Goliath. It's like Thor and like something else. So it's based off of like all these other stories that were before it.
That's a nice way to put it. Most people
Of course
say
they don't.
plagiarize.
That or they get
Stop.
mad. I know when I used to go on NWG and they'd be like, oh, the hatred. They don't want to hear it.
Most of that stuff, like Quetzalcoatl, the one lizard serpent.
Yeah, the feathered serpent, Quetzalcoatl from South and Central America.
Yeah, and I told somebody, if you look in it, it also talks about sloths in the Bible. Well, what continent does sloths come from? They're in the Americas.
Very interesting.
So I mean, you think about it, and that's one of the things.
There's also a lot of sluts in America. Sloth and sluts. That's just a coincidence.
Immediately, like for instance, when Lot invited two angels into his home and gave him unleavened bread, which is basically just flat bread. Well, that's the equivalent of me saying, "Come on in, Hulk. Come on in, Superman. I'll make you some ramen." What kind of guest does that?
Interesting.
Oriental guest.
People don't think about it, do they?
They don't.
Nope.
They don't. Thanks for the call. That was very enlightening. That's good stuff.
That's
good
one
stuff.
word for it.
The phone
Enlightening.
lines are still open. Been for 20 minutes. The number's still on the screen. Been for 20 minutes. And here we go. Guys, try not to fight in the chat room. We got some people fighting back and forth. It's like a sandbox. They're like throwing shovels at each other. Somebody's about to pick up a bucket and hit the other person with the bucket. And then all hell could break loose. Then they'll start, tipping over the sandbox. And, we don't want that to happen. Nobody wants an ugly scene in a sandbox. You're live in the heartland. What's on your mind?
Yeah, this is Jim again. And I want to apologize. I gave the wrong title to that movie. It was Warrior of the Rainbow.
Warrior of the Rainbow. Okay, I'll change that.
Rainbow Warriors.
Warrior of the Rainbow. Okay.
And there's also cats on it, so I know you don't like that. So it was 2012 was when it put out, but it's pretty much about death hunters.
Oh,
And
okay.
Japanese come in to take over the country. And they said the hunters come out good.
Right on.
Interesting. I will get
Oh,
that.
that's a good
Warriors of the Rainbow.
Right.
Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Interesting stuff. Warriors of the Rainbow with captions. Ooh, I don't know if I can do it. I'll try.
It's a lot of reading.
Try. I will try. All right, folks.
A for effort.
I would keep waiting for that one person that kept saying they're calling. But I'm an old guy. I don't have a lot of time left. So
I'm an old guy. Time's ticking.
I find the power of those words. So tomorrow night, Jesus is real. Tuesday night, the Mandela effect proves that Jesus is fake. I know it sounds a little schizophrenic, but we try to cover all the bases. And I don't think, I misspoke. I don't think that we will not be doing the show this Wednesday. We'll be doing the show Wednesday, October the 2nd with Jeranism.
November the 2nd.
Wednesday, October the 2nd. So it won't be this Wednesday. I don't know what I'll be talking about this Wednesday. But I did want to say thank you so much to Michael McCracken, a $5 tip on Rockfin. Vicky Lloyd at 5
Oh, I know.
on Rockfin. Happy
I
Sunday
love
to
that
Gloria.
cartoon.
Jason
It's
Bowles
a
at $3 tip
fantastic.
on Rockfin.
I should watch it
Sam
again. It was
Onosis,
awesome.
$5 tip on Rockfin.
I should share it on Facebook.
To combat the Christian mind virus. That's me. I'm a powerful.
Or I should do a live on that.
I'm kind of joking, but
That'd be a good live to do. I don't know how long it is, but I think it's long enough. I did a live on your video for like, it was like a 20-minute video.
2nd. This is October. So, I mean, November 2nd. November 2nd.
That's right, November 2nd.
Jeff and Jaron, yeah, that ought to be a new one. That ought to be interesting. I'm a little surprised, but we'll see. We'll see.
Too bad it won't be on the YouTube.
If you want to call, pick up the phone.
Pick up the
And
phone,
let her
make the
rip.
ball, have the balls to make the calls.
Get ready to get the heck out of here.
Bitches.
So there you go, folks. All of that knowledge. It's funny. 11:02:22. 11 times 2 is 22. 11 doesn't reduce. 2 is 2-1.
Ah, brilliant. Yeah,
Well,
I'll
yeah,
definitely
it looks
watch it
like-
after the show. Maybe I'll do a live on it. Why not?
It looks
I don't think
it's
I'm going to
not
do another
wrong.
hour live, but
Now,
I'll
see,
definitely
this
do
is
that
some
one
of
because
one of these
it's
things
less
that
than
I
an
don't
hour, I think,
understand.
for sure.
Why would you say that I wasn't a fan of Jaron's? I don't even know Jaron. I don't think I've ever said the name Jaron before on air. I don't know Jaron. I don't know what Jaron's about. Jaron told me that he used to be he was a Christian, then he wasn't a Christian.
Been there before. He
Now,
got banned on the
has-
channel. That's not
he
soon
has a
after
different
this.
opinion that we're going to talk about. So no.
But the
I
pictures of a
don't think I
hot
ever said
chick,
that I
though, even though it
was
says
not a
been
fan of Jaron,
there
'cause I don't
before.
even know the bro. Don't know him. But we're gonna do a show. It will be on Super Galactic's birthday.
Woo woo, birthday
It'll be on
party,
Supermarket's
Super
birthday.
Galactic.
Apotheosis, we don't use the C word.
See you
We don't
next
use the C
Tuesday.
word on this channel.
No,
And
he's
you know
he's
what?
talking
I
about
might
the
as well
other
show
C
you why
word.
we don't use the C word on this channel. You want to know why I don't use the C word on this channel?
Because it's a very
It makes
derogatory
perfect
term.
sense why I don't use the C word on this channel. So we're going to go to Bible Hub, and I'm going to show you why
Yeah, see you
I
next
don't
Tuesday
use
on
the C
Bible
word
Hub.
on this channel. The CHRIST word.
Ah, the other C
I don't
word.
use it. And I
Just
won't
like the
let
other
people
N word
use it
that
either, 'cause
Mark
that's
Dice
the way
used
I am
tonight
about that word.
on his latest video.
So let me show you why I don't use that word. So here we are on Bible Hub. Here we are on Bible Hub. Get rid of Super Galactic. Happy birthday.
Bye bye, Super Galactic.
Ahead of time. So we want to find why I don't use the word Christ. So I'm just going to go.
Oh, we just used it.
Well, all right.
Oh, there's a phone
You're
call.
live in the heartland. What's on your mind?
Hey, Jeffrey, Jerry from Scranton.
Hey, Jerry, what's up?
Jerry from Scranton.
Just got on and didn't hear the show tonight. I got a text from
Okay.
YouTube saying, what is the significance of November 2nd, if you don't mind me asking? Election day or what?
Oh, Gesundheit. Oh, geez. Excuse me.
Jaronism. That's why I was talking about it.
Is it something special, significant, or no?
Well, it's significant that we never done a show before, and we're going to do one that day.
And that's the day I got baptized. Oh, man. Oh, it's only another short ad. I don't even know where the controller is.
Never done a show before, and we're going to do one that day.
Nice.
Oh, good. Well, it's my birthday, that's why.
Oh, you and Super Galactic.
Ooh, that's a special day, November 2nd.
Super Galactic's birthday's on the 2nd as well. Thanks for calling in. We'll see you at that show. So I want to find out what Christ means and why I don't allow it to be said on this channel. So you can pick.
He's just
pick a
said it
Christ,
twice.
Pick a Christ, pick any Christ. I'll pick this one because it's all the same word in the New Testament. Christos. My man, you should cook with Christos. Christos will make some good biscuits, some good gravy, some good sausage.
Christos,
Oh,
delicious.
that was
Christos
Crisco,
with
not Christos,
Jesus kebab will
folks.
work really good too.
But it's really the same thing. Really the same thing, sort of. So anyway.
Sort of
If we
not
look
really.
up this word Christos, why don't we use it? Can we agree it's not a name? Apotheosis, can we agree it's not a name? And if you keep
The
using
name
the
that
name
should
in my
not
chat,
be
or if we
said.
don't use it in my chat, I'll have to knock you out.
Mama said knock you out. Ooh,
Can
I'm
we
gonna
agree that
knock
this
you
is not a
out.
name?
Ooh.
This is just a word.
Mama said knock you
And
out.
can we agree that this is not English, it's Greek? So since it's not a name, we don't bring it across into English without being translated. And if you do so out of linguistic ignorance. No, I didn't say you're stupid. I just said it's linguistic ignorance. If you don't think I'm
Stupido.
right, sit down tonight and watch Uniovision. Oh, that's great. That's great. So let's just go ahead and block that user too.
I think it's when
Christos.
Bender before got banned.
Watch Univision. You'll hear.
He's on a ban a bitchathon lately.
Espanol, Donald Trump. Espanol.
Steve
Joe
Borg.
Biden. Because proper names.
Espanol,
don't get
David
translated.
Grass. Espanol,
else
Espanol.
does. So to say
Espanol.
Christ is linguistic ignorance. And it's okay to be ignorant. That just means you didn't know. But if you go past ignorance, just past ignorance, ignorance is the border where
Ignorance
you enter
is
the land
bliss.
of stupidity. So, you might want to consider that. So what does it mean? Well, it means they say anointed one, Messiah. This is very much editorial up here. So if you really want to know what Christos means, where did it come from? What's it come from? It comes from 5548, which means to anoint.
Cut these things.
Ooh, which means the flow.
You know that one, eh?
So, if we
Creole?
want to be linguistically accurate instead of linguistically ignorant, we would say that the flow is a cosmic force.
My flow is
The
slowly
anointing
coming
is a
back.
Cosmic force. The reason why I don't allow the saying of the Christ is because it is a magic word. It's a sigil. It's an activator word. And when you say the C word, anybody that's got the virus in them loses their damn mind and can't think anymore.
They
It
go
activates them.
crazy.
It's the
That's why I
MK
call them
activation
Christards.
word
They
for
go
everybody that's infected
crazy.
with the fear and guilt, blood magic,
Christ
tribalistic
insanity.
mind control virus that is Judeo-Christianity.
Yep.
So don't say it in my chat, or you
X-tards.
won't say it again in my chat. Because I don't want you activating people when I'm trying to get them free. Is that okay?
Freedom.
Is that okay?
It's okay.
It's just that simple, folks. That's what
Just
it
that
means.
simple.
And that's
Because
why I
JD
don't
said
allow it.
so.
See, Jeff's an asshole. Well, we
I'm
all
an
know
asshole. Yo,
that.
yo, yo.
ASSHOLE. Sing it with me. ASSHOLE. I'm an asshole. He's an asshole. I'm an asshole. He's an asshole.
We use that down here as well.
I don't let you say.
Hey, I know. I love
It's in my
saying
chat.
A.
I give
Well,
you
you're
the
up right on the
finger.
border,
Got a
so
problem
you're like
with
a.
that. I'm an asshole.
Isn't South Dakota on the border? I think it is, isn't it?
We all know that.
All the border states say A.
We all know that.
I see a lot of Americans say A. Some of them on videos and that I watch on YouTube.
So.
But more so Canadian. It's an A
You're
Canadian.
live in the heartland. What's
A
on
is a
your mind?
Canadian thing for the most part.
What's going on, dude?
Hey, what's up? You're live at the asshole. Tell
Just
us
try.
what's going on.
I'm an asshole, dude.
Okay, what
Me
else?
too. I'm an asshole.
I like you so far.
I'm
What
an
else?
asshole.
You going live twice today, dude?
This is the third time, actually.
Holy shit, I missed one.
Well, my wife's been out and about, so, I figured I'd make good use of the time.
Well, I told you I had to leave earlier, dude. I guess it was.
Oh, that's right. I remember you now. Yeah, and I don't watch the football anymore. I don't watch the Kabbalah ball anymore. So.
This is like 3 times on a freaking Sunday. Usually go like live during the week, dude.
It is. But hey, keep watching. I'm always around. You never know when I'm going to show up again. Thanks for calling in and saying what up. Okay, guys.
Well,
somebody else has
not
some
around for
silly
another 2
question
weeks
for me.
anyways.
Of course, they're not silly.
Oh, I love that
Sort
song.
of, but anyway.
He used to play it on his show
That's
at the end of
why.
his shows. That was
I
the
have a
best.
reason for everything.
Hopefully he does it this week or the next week, one of the next 2 weeks. Hopefully he plays the Dennis 3 song. That'd be sick.
See, that's the difference between me and Christians. I believe the Bible. I believe the text of the Bible. Every jot, every tittle, every line, every kosher disclosure in the book is mine.
Kosher disclosure.
Because that's what it is. Most of you should stop reading it now. Because you're still infected with
The mind
fear,
virus.
guilt, blood magic, tribalistic, mind control matrix. But once you get free of that, then you can go back in and start reading it, and the kosher disclosure just explodes. And you're like, oh man, I can't believe they got
I don't want
me.
no kosher explosion near
can't
me.
believe they got me on that one. That's the way it works. That's the way it works. So, that's been another edition of Asshole Radio.
Oh, that's a good one too.
How'd you
Don't
like
tell
it?
me how to
How'd you like
live.
it? You told me to shut up. You're live in the Heartland. What's on your mind?
Hey, Jeff, I have a question.
I don't like
Okay,
people
I've
telling me
been
what to
told-
do either,
I've been
Steve.
told dozens of times where the Bible is really nothing more than the manuscript on how to
You
operate
squirt.
in commerce. Do you know anything about that? Can you address that? Let us
No.
know anything about that?
No, and I don't go down that road. I think it's too. I don't think there's enough proof to it, and I think you get lost in that, and then you're sovereign this, and licensed holder and due course of the great
Yeah.
beyond, and
He's also a
I just think that's
reverso,
silly.
like,
That's me.
he's
I know,
a
and that's some of
reverso
you,
lover
that's
like
me.
Trump is too, so.
I don't.
You know
I don't
Pamela
go- I
Anderson?
don't go there. All right.
He
I'm gonna
looks
try to leave
pretty
it here.
rough right now, Pamela
We'll see what
Anderson
happens.
does.
Will I get out of here
Rough looking.
this time?
Falling apart.
We appreciate you. If anything else pops up in my mind and Cynthia's busy, you never
Pops
know.
up. Something always
You
pops up with
never
me,
know.
ladies. Oh, bam.
You never know. And when I say I don't talk about that, then I don't talk about that. It's pretty simple.
It's like Fight
I'm not a
Club.
complicated guy.
Me neither.
I am
I'm not
a
complicated either.
guy.
Pretty simple.
But yeah, some other rabbi says he's the Messiah. What else is new? I don't know if you want to do that, because the last rabbi that said he was the Messiah,
Ended up on a
they
stick.
nailed him to a stick for the course.
Rabbi
They
on
nailed
a
him to a
stick.
stick. But he wasn't
Jesus
real, so,
kebab.
you know,
Still tastes delicious
that's
though.
how it goes. All right, everybody. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for being here. Time to clean
I
up the
guess that
sweater
guy, the one that was going to call.
before it
Maybe
stains.
someday.
Maybe
Maybe
he'll
someday.
figure out the number
We'll do it.
eventually.
But not today, and that's okay. Oops. That's the wrong music. Come on, Jeff. What's up? That's the wrong music, bro. That's the right music. Thanks for being here. We appreciate you.
Thanks for being
You're
here,
the last
cousins.
generation of real humans.
We are the last generation of real humans.
You're
for
divine,
sure.
you're sovereign, you're free. That means you don't have to go on bended knee.
No,
Somebody
don't go
else's
bend
sin.
your knee to nobody.
He ain't gonna save you from the sin he gave you anyway.
Definitely
He
not.
wants to put you in the fear and guilt, blood magic, tribalistic mind control matrix that is Judeo-Christianity, all Christianity. Boom. I salute you for being here seeking after truth.
I'll check how long that video is,
And since
Steve,
you're
and if
talking
it's
multicultural,
too
you can
long, I'll
say,
probably do it tomorrow.
Adios,
So I gotta get up early
amigos.
tomorrow, but I'll definitely check it out quickly.
amigas. Arriba!
Arriba, arriba, ándale, ándale, ándale. Three amigos. See you later, cousins. Till next time. From Kanadistan.